The London Bridge Sports Medicine Podcast. Medical news, health, fitness.
Hi, today we're going to be talking to Jono, who's a keen gym goer and was recently diagnosed with Crohn's around 2 years ago. He goes into detail about what effect this has had on his mental and physical health and offers advice to those who may be going through the similar things. Hope you enjoy listening. Hello, Jono. Welcome to the London Bridge Sports Medicine Podcast. So just a bit of context for our listeners. So you suffer from Crohn's disease and you've gone on to become a personal trainer. So I thought we'd start with you telling us a bit about how you become diagnosed.
Yeah, so it was back at the start of lockdown. I was actually training to be a personal trainer, and I was about 4 weeks into the training, and then everything got locked down and stuff. And in about 4 weeks after maybe, I started having some more symptoms. I lost a lot of weight. So in the 2 months that it took to diagnose me, I lost 2 stone. So I was about 85 kilograms, and I went down to roughly like 60, 67, 68 kilograms. So they knew something was wrong. And then, I was just having tests and stuff, and finally got diagnosed about a year later, like 9-10 months later.
Obviously took quite a while to get that diagnosis. Did that have like an impact on your mental health at all? How did you cope with that?
Yeah, for sure. So I actually had an operation or two in that time as well. So I was, kind of struggling, stuck in bed a lot, not feeling 100% at all, not even feeling like 60% to be honest. But so it was a struggle. It was weird going from being healthy, being like normal, just being able to do more stuff, and then to being kind of stuck in bed, not being able to do much. That wasn't great. And then on top of that, the whole lockdown thing, it wasn't great.
How did you pick yourself up? Was it like the personal training course? How did you get out of bed?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was the motivation. So to get that finished off, just to get going again, really. I started back in the gym, just training, not personal training or anything, not working, just purely going into the gym, doing a little session. Probably, it's hard to say. Probably about 2 months after I got diagnosed. So they started me on some medicine, and I kind of started to feel a bit better. Still not 100%, still was getting really fatigued, things like that, but was able to kind of get something. I wanted to go back to some sort of normal, and that was for me going to the gym because I've always done it before. So so it was just kind of wanting to go back to some sort of normality.
And how long did it take you to sort of get back to where you wanted to be, physically and sort of mentally?
So I would say mentally, to be honest, was actually a little bit quicker. So I kind of, going through it kind of changed my whole outlook. I was before, I think, pretty hard to please. I don't know, and now I'm kind of just like, and since then I've just been more grateful for just like the little things. So like just being able to go into the gym, like having that kind of taken away from me for a while, it just made me kind of realize like how important the little things are. So just all these being able to go to the gym, to go back to work, do these sort of things, just the normal kind of basic sort of things. It's just just really just like figured I realized I took that for granted before. That's like my whole kind of mental outlook now, and it's actually really helped. Like I'm way less, I don't feel like I need materialistic things or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, just need my health, the basics, and that's it. And I'm happy. So that's mental, and that was a bit quicker, I think, just trying to trying to just be positive. I just tried to stay positive all the time. And then physical was probably quite a while. It's probably been like a year and a half maybe until I was, so they said when I was kind of starting the medicine and stuff, they'd said expect for every day that you've been ill, so I was ill for probably like 10 months or so, expect like 2 days for the recovery to get back to like 100% pretty much. So yeah, still probably going through it. I mean, I'm still more fatigued now than I used to get before I was ill and stuff. So
how do you sort of manage your fatigue? Is there days that you really struggle and don't want to go out to the gym?
yeah, sometimes. So with the medication, I have it every 2 months. I have it like on an IV drip. So towards the end of that, I normally end up getting like worse symptoms. And one of those is fatigue. And yeah, that's a real struggle. It's just, yeah, kind of losing motivation. Just trying to kind of get going, stick to a normal life, always thinking about like how bad it was before. And then just thinking like it's not that bad now. I can kind of do it and stuff. And then also knowing that I'm gonna have my medicine soon and it will kind of make it better. Is another thing that keeps me going. So yeah.
Do you feel like now you've done your personal trainer course, you found it much easier to build up your physical health? Because you said you lost quite a lot of weight. Do you think being a personal trainer or going to a personal trainer helped, like your knowledge helped you to become fitter and stronger?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure. Like, I think as well, so I was doing a lot of the learning, obviously, where it was over COVID times. I then did a lot of the learning online. So I almost like was learning this stuff and I kind of wanted to just put it into action. But I was kind of just stuck ill. So yeah, as soon as I kind of was able to get back in the gym and stuff, I just tried to put all that knowledge to just test it, really, just test what I'd been taught and all this stuff. And wrote up a little program and just stuck to it, and it was really good.
And what about your diet? Did you have to take anything into consideration now? Is there anything different?
Yeah, so diet's probably the biggest change. It's way, to be honest, to start with, it was way worse. So they said it's kind of like low fiber, not too much fat, just eat kind of clean and bland, basically. No like skins of fruits or veg like tomatoes or anything like that. Just loads of stuff just taken out of the diet, which is obviously the opposite to what you're told, like what you're kind of aware of. You think, oh, fruit and veg, like perfect. But yeah, they kind of said avoid that mostly. Still get some in if you can, but avoid it mostly.
Do you think that now going through this, there are certain things that you incorporate into your clients' training, like when you have like hard days? Obviously they can relate to that. Obviously they're different, but is your sort of your way you personal train now different to how you might have done previous to this, do you think?
Yeah, I do think so. I think now I'm a bit more understanding. So before I was quite fit, healthy, sporty, pretty able to do all the stuff and perform at a decent level. And I think after that, I kind of realized how when you are unfit, it's harder. So I think I'm a bit more understanding of if they are struggling with their shape, getting into shape, and struggling with like exercises or just being able to kind of put a lot into the workout. I kind of understand with that a bit more. So I think with that I'm maybe a little bit softer now than I would have been before. But
Has it had much of an effect on your social life and sort of going out places and doing other things outside of sport?
Yeah, for sure. That's another, I think, diet and this is the biggest effect that it's had, I think. So socially, it's tricky. I get quite anxious now about going, just going out too far away from home. I feel like home is my like safe place, and then going anywhere like I don't know, into London, stuff like that, I would get quite anxious about it. Just with like knowing that there might not be a toilet around if I need it, whatever, like stuff like that. So yeah, and sports wise as well. So since the operations, I've struggled. They've had to put some stitches in, stuff like that, and yeah, so I've not been able to go back to the sports I did play before. So like football, yeah, things like that. So I play a bit of golf now, but that's about it.
How do you sort of deal with flare-ups? Do you know when they're coming on?
So like I said with the medicine, it's every 2 months, and then like the week or so before I'm due my next sort of medicine, I normally have a pretty bad week, so I'm quite just a bit knackered. Symptoms are pretty bad, and yeah, so I feel like those ones are all right because I expect it. I know that it's going to get better after my medicine and stuff, but it's the ones where you're not expecting it and it's like kind of comes out of nowhere and you're like, well, but I've just kind of learned to take my time to get better. Like, don't rush into kind of getting back to the gym, like, and work and like playing whatever. It's just take my time, make sure I'm 100% better, and then kind of get back to it. Because if I don't let my body recover properly, I just end up making it worse. So I've learned that a few times the hard way.
Have you met anybody else sort of at the gym or anyone else sort of in like doing personal training, anyone you work with? Do they suffer from anything similar? Is it quite common? Did you feel like you're the only one, or?
Before, I hadn't really heard of it. So my brother's actually got it. He got it about 3 years before me. That was the first that I'd heard of it. And then since then I heard about it a little bit more, but not too much. And then since I got it, you just get talking to people and you realize that, a lot of people actually have kind of similar problems, whether it's to that scale, like sometimes even like IBS can affect you in a similar way. But a lot of people with like ulcerative colitis, I can't say that, and Crohn's as well. Yeah, so definitely met a lot more people with it. But I think my brother, having had it before, it was a little bit of like although our symptoms are a little bit different, it was kind of not know what to expect because it's you never like know what's going to come. But I don't know, just a little bit, kind of a bit of comfort, I guess.
What advice would you give as a personal trainer to someone with Crohn's who wants to get back into their fitness or wants to start going to the gym once or twice a week but feels like they can't?
Take your time, for sure. Take your time. The gym's going to be there. I know, like it's you just want to get back to normal as quick as you can, but your body's got to rest to get better. So definitely take your time. But at the same time, just go for it, kind of like ease back in, get back to just going into that kind of environment, having a chat with like the staff that work there or the people that go there. Even if you're doing like, you go and you do like 2 or 3 exercises and just have a nice like kind of time with just chatting and stuff. I would say, go and do that. But ease back in. But just kind of jump into it, but don't at the same time.
Take it each day at a time.
Before I'd been through anything like this, as I said, like my outlook on life, it was a little bit just took stuff for granted, I think. I just think people, not like anyone in particular, just like in general, sometimes I think people can get a bit carried away with the stuff that they want or the stuff that they kind of desire and stuff like that. But to actually take a moment and appreciate, like, if you've got your health, if you've got like a good family around you, good friends around you, stuff like that, just appreciate it. That's what I say.
Thank you for coming on and speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.
That's okay. And hopefully if anybody else feels like they suffer from similar things, they can get in touch.
Thank you for listening to LBSM's Extraordinary Patient Stories. We really hope you enjoyed listening. If any of the topics discussed are relevant to you or you want to find out more, please get in touch by phone, email, social media, or visit our website. Thanks again and see you soon.